Hey everyone, welcome to my weekly finds video, and get ready for 15 minutes of awesomeness because this week has been crazy. First up, something I picked up today. I went to a guy who owns a shop and has some back stock of old games. I picked up a box of these and they're all going to be for sale, so if you're interested, hit me up. They're not super expensive, but a sealed Sonic is really cool. There's about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of these, so plenty for everyone. I'm gonna go back to him because he has some more Sega stuff and a lot of Nintendo stuff that was in storage now, and I'm really curious to find what's still in his storage. So more of the Sega stuff I picked up at his place, Plasma Sword for the Dreamcast, and then some Megadrive games, of which some I'm keeping and some are for sale. Let's zoom out a bit. Mystic Defender, this one I'm keeping. Fantasia, also keeping this one. Played this a lot as a kid with a friend, and quite a tough game, I remember. He was quite good at it, but I never got past the second or third level. Then Rocket Knight Adventures, classic on the Megadrive. Definitely keeping this one. Oh, this is actually not Megadrive, this is the action replay for the Game Boy. This is sort of like the Game Genie, only it was a bit more obscure. Really idiotic boxes that always break. This one's actually in quite good condition because it's really soft plastic with air underneath, and yeah, you know how people keep their stuff. Usually this border gets damaged badly and the box doesn't close anymore. But this one is still in fairly good condition. It's actually one of the better ones I've seen so far. Golden Axe 2 is going to be for sale. Highlight, Super Highlight, also going to be for sale. Shinobi, it's not complete, it's missing the manual, so getting rid of that too. Gain Ground, I had no clue what this was, but it looked RPG-ish, so that's why I bought it. But I'm not keeping that one either. Batman, and the last one is Vector Man, and I already had that one, but I know it's a classic, so always does well in the trade pile. Then I'll show you, well, let's go to the PlayStation 1. First up, Supersonic Racers. I won this in the eBay auction of a member of PlayStationCollecting.com. Didn't have it, one of the early releases without the PlayStation border. Trying to get all of those. This is actually a funny story. I was cleaning up boxes. I have a lot of empty boxes in the garage, and I use them for shipping stuff. I was cleaning out a box to use for shipping something, and I found this game in there. I had bought it in some parcel or lot, and I forgot to pick it up out of the box. So almost went to someone else, but I found out just in time. 2 games, Driver 1, Driver 2. This actually comes with a bonus disc. Let's see where I put that. There it is. A DVD on Driver 3. Then Magic the Gathering Battle Mage. Told you before, I was a huge Magic the Gathering fan, and yeah, so picked this up for the PlayStation 1. Then another one of those 2 games in one, the James Bond version, Tomorrow Never Dies, and The World Is Not Enough. There's actually quite a lot of these, more than I thought. I made a list on the forum of every known 2 games version, and it's quite a few. I think it's about 20 versions. Then Reloaded, really cool artwork. Don't know if the game is any good. Next up, Apes Exodus. Another Final Fantasy 7. You can never have enough of those. Final Fantasy 8. Legend of Legaia. And something I noticed about this game, I think I've seen it before, but I kind of forgot. When I look at the back of the manual, it has a hologram sticker, and it actually tells you to cut this out neatly and send it in. So they actually ask you to destroy your manual. I'm very glad the person this belonged to didn't do that, but how about destruction of property, right? DTM Race Driver Limited. This is actually the press version. quite common, not valuable at all, but I picked up an extra copy because I saw it at the flea market. Then Vegas Casino 2 H-Spiele Klassieker. Probably really shitty, but I'll never find out because it's still sealed and I'm keeping it that way. But as you noticed, Phoenix. So then for the PlayStation 1, I told you a few weeks ago, probably during the last few weeks, I had a couple of orders from the UK that were taking really long to get here. Turns out that at the post office or a shipping station, whatever, they got burgled. How do you say? They got a burglar. So some of my packages were damaged and they were used in the police investigation after the robbery. This week they got released, so I finally got those in. And they were not damaged, just the shipping boxes, etc. But that's why it took like 8 weeks for them to get here. But I'm really happy they're finally here. First up is Disney compilation, and this is actually version... not sure which version, because there's I think 3 versions. This one has Tarzan, Mickey, and Mulan. The games are still sealed inside, as you can see. And I believe there's 3 versions of this, not quite sure. Then also with the same shipment came the Final Fantasy VIII limited edition set. This one is in really good condition. It's like super nice. The only thing that's missing are the memory card stickers. The previous owner used one of the memory card stickers, as you can see here. Oh, there you go. This one he used, and the other ones are not there. He replaced them with some bland memory card sticker. But so if anyone has a spare set of those, I would be really interested in trading or buying those to complete my set. Then something that arrived in a different condition than I had expected. I bought this in France because it's a French only edition, and it's actually blister sealed. The blister is in really poor condition. As you can see, it's breaking apart everywhere and it's really stiff and dry, but still it's in a blister, and the box inside is still in really good condition actually. What's in this set is the 3 Spec Ops games for the PS1. So Spec Ops, Airborne Commando, Covert Assault, and Ranger Elite, with a scale model of a truck. I think you can see the parts over there. There you see the games inside, and this is the truck. This is a French release. It's not official, I think, because there's no real official PlayStation logos anywhere. But yeah, I had this on eBay search for quite a while, and I actually won it at 1 cent, so that's quite cheap. But shipping was 30 euros, so that kind of killed it for me. But really nice set to have, and definitely, if you want the special editions, be on the lookout for that one. Then some Super Nintendo games. I bought out a collector, and this is what he had left, because he had sold some already, which was quite bad news, because that was also Super Metroid, etc. And I'm still looking for a version of Super Metroid. The low one is the Hulk, Illusion of Time, Art of Fighting, Flashback, Dracula, Zelda. Really mint condition, really complete, because it has the Secrets of Shalasara or whatever it's called, but it's in German, so yeah. Beavis and Butthead, Secret of Evermore, X-Razor 2. Then, don't know if I've showed you this already in another video, because this is actually my second copy, and I did an unboxing video of this. If you're interested, it's in the press kit section of the channel. This is the Gran Turismo 5 press kit. It's a really cool tin box with press disc, game disc, nice book, and a keychain. But this one is up for sale or trade if anyone is interested in that. Then, something I had been looking for quite a while. It wasn't cheap, but you need to pick these up whenever you get the chance, because you don't see these often. Let's zoom out a bit to show it in full. This is a Super Nintendo display plate. It's double-sided plastic, really nice quality. As you can see, the official Nintendo seal, and this was in stores in the 90s. It's really cool for my game room. It's actually like, I think 3 or 4 variants of this. You also have the Mario from Mario Bros 2 with holding the how do you call that, the cabbage. And this one is from Super Mario World. Then last 3 items I'm gonna show you. First up, something I traded from a friend. I had actually bought this for him, but since he put his collecting on a low scale, I bought it back. It's a Darkstalkers 3 PS1 and sealed. Not an easy game to find sealed, so happy to have this one again because I sold my copy. And then 2 items that I bought for my birthday, which was this week, and I never expected to actually have these because these are really hard to find, but I'm really happy I did, and they were well worth every penny in my mind. First up, Gran Turismo limited edition. It says it is a limited edition, but not in the sense that you could buy it, because when we open it, you see, to mark the production of 100 million PlayStation discs. This is a commemorative disc. This was only released in Europe, and it's a really nice item to have. And then the last one is also a commemorative disc. Bought this from the same guy, and he said he bought it from a Sony employee. This is the 98 commemorative disc for some conference, staff conference. So it's Tekken 3. It says there on the disc as well, commemorative disc. There's I think 2 more commemorative discs out there for the PS1. You have another Tekken, I think, and Ridge Racer or Rage Racer. Not quite sure, but if you want to know, check out the forum because we have a topic on that. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I have some really cool stuff coming in for next week, so you better stay tuned. Check out the rest of the videos, by the way. Uploaded a really interesting history of the PlayStation this week. And see you next week. Goodbye.